welcome to 2025 River States Conference Men's Cross Country Media Day. I'm here at IU Kokomo with head coach Josh Colvin, as well as student athletes Aiden Pierce and Bryce Statler. Coach, we'll start with you. How have the early season practices been going to this point?
They've been going very well. Very pleased with where everybody is off their summer conditioning. It really felt like people put in some work. They had some accountability with what they're expected to do. We kind of showed up with 0 injuries, and since then we've had a couple people get banged up, but hopefully we'll get them healthy and we can be at full strength when we have our first official competition at Indiana Westland on September 5th.
And now to you, Aiden. How is the team viewing the early season practices going to this point?
I think we've been viewing it pretty well. We're all pretty enthusiastic. We got overall a young group of guys, but they've all come in, energized the other guys. We've all been competing with that healthy competition. We've been getting better, and we've got more depth and more energy than I think we've ever had.
Along with that, I feel like we've had a lot of upperclassmen help the lowerclassmen with workouts / lifts, like how to lift properly and how to do certain stretches to help get certain spots. But all around, our team has been working on new strategies to hopefully implement throughout the season and to be one of the top competitors of the River State Conference.
And back to you, Josh. What are you viewing as some strengths of this year's squad?
I think our upperclassmen, their experience with being on this team for the last few years, they know what we expect as coaches and they know what they need to do to be successful. And I think they've really helped the underclassmen, the new freshmen coming in, adjust to college cross country. Some of them have come off of maybe low mileage programs, and they're coming in and now they've upped their mileage, and it is an adjustment. But I think overall, the cohesiveness of this group that I've noticed has been very pleasing, and I think we're going to have our best year that we've ever had, as long as we can stay healthy and keep hungry for each race we go to.
And back to the student athletes for their final question. What are your guys' expectations for this year's team?
So we understand last year we're 4th, 5th, that range, and we've seen the poll, we're tied for 4th, and we have a young, unproven group like I mentioned before, but we're all hungry, we want to prove ourselves, and we're really eager to compete against those guys and prove our worth.
Yeah, unfortunately we are tied with 4th. We would like to be higher, but this incoming freshman class, I am looking for some really fast times, especially with how much they care and they put effort into every practice. I've noticed a lot of brotherly things going on. We're all just there to help each other, so I'm expecting not a lot of injuries, and I'm expecting a lot of people to be helped and put in place to where we need to be at the end of this season.
And now back to you, Josh, for the final question. What are your expectations for your team this fall?
Well, we came off a year last year. We did have some injuries, and I think there was maybe a bit of a culture issue that we've talked about within our team. And we finished 5th in the conference, and that was our worst finish in probably the last 5 years. Definitely, as a coach, not happy with the overall team performance last year and then our finish at conference. So I think that, if we can improve on our placing in conference, and I think, 5th is definitely doable. I know we talked about the polls. I think we're tied for 4th. Those never really mean anything because you have to run the races. But, if we can improve on our placing in conference, that would be a success. But we talk about too, you don't have to win conference to go to nationals. And I think every team in the country, I think their ultimate goal is to qualify for nationals. And we have those conversations, but we don't have to win the conference necessarily to qualify for nationals. We just have to make sure that we can put ourselves in a position to be in that top 30. And we have to go and smack some people around at some of these meets to be able to earn that privilege of possibly being in the top 30. But then again, going to conference, maybe upsetting a team or two would be a phenomenal success for our team. But at the end of the day, I just want us to be better than we were last year. And I think with the guys we have coming back and the new people coming in, that we're going to do that anyway. So Now it's just a matter of where we can finish at the end of the year. But we also know we need to take that day by day, and that's where we're at right now.
Thanks for your time, guys, and good luck this fall.
Thank you.
Thank you.